Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome back to DIRREC Gaming, where we talk about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us gaming. We got some really cool topics to talk about tonight. The main big one, we got to finally see the new future video upscaling technology brought to you by NVIDIA, and that's DLSS 5. It's going to be a game changer, and it's part of that next generation technology for gaming that's really going to take it to the next level. So come on in and get ready for a nice, awesome show tonight.
Yo, Resident Gamer, Zero. I got a lot of stuff to break down tonight, man. This is going to be a fun show. Very, very funny show with a lot of massive break. I mean, it's a lot of meltdowns, but then it's a lot of fake happiness going on. Like it's almost as if the gaming community of the PlayStation base is bipolar or something. It's like today has been so funny, and we're gonna break it down to y'all bit by bit. We're gonna show you the hypocrisy, and we're gonna show you the straight up illiteracy and the uncomprehension skills of the PlayStation community. Plus, we're going to also talk about how some of these commercial gaming outlets have to pay their bills, and when they get caught, they like to delete their stuff. So it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things popped off, but it's funny how all of a sudden, a game that was ridiculously tormented when it dropped, and it was only on Xbox, and 3 years in the making, went nutso in the sales department, where the PC community actually bought this game for $100 because that was the only way they could get it through the premium edition for the 5-day early release, and they came out reaching in their pockets and bought this game up. We're talking about Starfield. In 3 years, it's been on the Xbox platform. Done.
We saw a hate campaign like we've never saw before against Starfield.
Never saw before. We're going to talk about all of this funny stuff. It's going to be good. And then all of a sudden, you know, now it's a celebration. You know, one is I'm glad I don't have a PlayStation. I don't even know what a PlayStation is anymore. Everybody likes to talk about what Xbox isn't, but seriously, I don't know if we didn't have Xbox, I don't even know if they would even have any games on their platform. That's how sad it is over there right now. So I don't even know what a PlayStation 5 is anymore, but we're going to try to figure that out tonight. And at the same time, people, we're going to talk about this AI. We're going to talk about the DLSS 5. That was some funny stuff. And we're going to talk about Project Helix, how we know this thing is going to be great, how we think it's going to change the game. We're going to talk about these upcoming games, Crimson Desert. We're going to talk about one of the games we just played and we want to put a spotlight on, Toxic Commandos, John Carpenter's Toxic Commandos, as a matter of fact. I highly recommend getting that game, 4-player co-op. Regardless if you play with your friends or randoms, 4-player co-op is the way to go. Awesome game. We beat it. We're going to talk about that a little bit more, but let's get to it. Before we do, though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody around the world, we just want to say you could have been anywhere in the world. You came out here tonight. You decided to come out here tonight and get on this stage with us. I'm mobile right now, but I'll be switching off from that. So bear with me. I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading. We're just a lot of changes we're doing on DiRREC Gaming, a lot. And we're hyped, y'all. We are super hyped about everything. I can't tell y'all how much hype I really am. I see people up in here, Dolanite the General, CBH4, Stanky, Game Trailers, what's good?
Dolanite, Game Trailers.
We're all here, man. I see y'all. We're all here. I'm glad y'all are all here. We're gonna get this thing in motion. Don't fret. Let me see if I do this and see if it still does anything. I don't know, but I can see y'all. What up? I can see y'all, man. I can see y'all just good. All eyes are on Xbox. Exactly, man. What's good? I see y'all. Y'all come on in, man. I'm gonna put y'all back on the screen. There we go. I'm gonna show y'all love. I'm gonna show y'all love. We're gonna do this. I see all of y'all. I see every last one of y'all. The extraordinaires. Look at the extraordinaires, man. Look at that Xbox extraordinaires. Listen, we come here to do one thing and one thing only. That's to tell the truth. So help us gaming. Y'all know I'm coming off that top rope. I'm taking all the air out the room. Y'all know how I do this. I see through everything, man. It's beautiful the way this stuff happens. Look, if you are an Xbox gamer, you have come to the right place. You are at home. Thanks to everybody that's been showing strong support, words of encouragement, and sharing our content all across the world. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm really hyped right now because I see my man right here, my brother right here. One of my oldest brothers, and he knows, and I know he's laughing right now. My boy, in the building. I've known this cat since 2014. As a matter of fact, I remember the day, man. You must have sent me something during the Facebook team, man, around the Thanksgiving holiday. That's my estimate of knowing this dude, man. Shout out to him and shout out to Mr. Kima, because he was probably the only random that I had to meet first. But Mr. Kima's the reason I'm here. It's his fault.
Mr. Kima in the building.
Kima, I wouldn't even be in these streets if it wasn't for Mr. Kima. I was too busy. I got the ATL alien in this building right now, another general. Rain G4 in the building. That's my little
Rain G4. There's a homie right there.
We're here for the Xbox community. The Emerald Gamma Fusion radiation, Emerald Fortress is impenetrable to the hatred of donkeys, centaurs, half-breeds, and double agents. None of that gets in here. None of that silly stuff can come through these walls. We got infinite rooms for all our family members, infinite TV screens, infinite Xbox, you name it. We even got the dumb just waiting to come out, man. It's big over here. In the meantime, if you're a real gamer, we want to say welcome to you. Welcome. Come on in. You're a real gamer. We respect real gamers over here. And that goes for no matter what platform you're on. A real gamer, we respect that.
Sure.
Everybody. Rez, you ready? Because I'm about to cook, man. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this. You want to get in the ring first, or you want me to cook first?
You go ahead. I'll bounce off you.
I'm ready to come off that top rope. I know y'all ready to come off that top rope. So with no further ado, man, let me do my stance. I'm flying off that top rope. I'm coming down that.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
To everybody that's been with me when I go to my vocals going in and out, I think I solved the problem, y'all. So if this whole show goes good tonight, bouncing in and out, so far so good. Rez, so far so good.
So far so good. No cutouts yet.
No cutouts. I think I solved it. I might have solved it. Let's see what's up. My man Lorenzo is in the building. Yo, this is our new brother, man. Y'all welcome him in. This is Lorenzo. And I told him we're gonna gift him a game, Rez. I'll be hitting you up, Rez. We're gonna have to give him something. He's got a newborn baby coming, and he's gonna have a son soon.
Oh, congratulations, man.
So I met him. He's an avid
That's
Xbox
awesome.
gamer. Yeah, man. So we're gonna have to hook him up. I told him he comes in here. That's the deal. He came in here, man. It's good to see him. Y'all welcome Lorenzo in, man. And we hope everything goes good with the baby, man. You already know, bro. You already know. We are here, y'all. We are here. And we're gonna make sure this show goes good. Raz wants me to go off that top rope. So here it is, y'all. Here it is. I want everybody to understand the hypocrisy, first of all. It's called AI slop. We know where AI slop came from. You can't speak our language and then look stupid doing what Asha says, and then use it for your new playground word as if you don't have AI slop. Dolanite, they're running around here with AI slop and don't think nobody knows about it. They're actually out here with AI slop the longest. But yet, donkeys crack me up because all they know how to do is co-sign for the weakest stuff. And I like what NVIDIA did to PlayStation. I like what NVIDIA did to Sony. I like what they did. That's what I like.
They expose how freaking dumb they are and how big of hypocrites they are. They don't know it just shows they don't know jack crap about technology and that they've been using it for the longest time now. Freaking dummies.
That's been giving them nothing but hard bread and bologna. Hard bread and bologna this whole time, man. And it took a Leviathan. It took a Leviathan 30 below, another Leviathan, NVIDIA, to shut them up. And so, once again, the herded, commercialized gaming media, they herded it up because, you know, deep down, they're nothing but PlayStation fans. We know this. So anytime their feelings get hurt, they go out and they start looking into social media to see how the reactions of their self-proclaimed NVIDIA fans are angry. NVIDIA fans are angry. This is, you know, I'll say this again. This has to be the dumbest gaming era of all time. The dumbest. My question is this first, people. And this is a slow cooker. I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. Don't worry, we slow cooking tonight. Why in the hell would NVIDIA fans be upset about DLSS 5? Why would they be upset? Why would they be upset? This thing is a 5090 exclusive thing. If you got a 5080, 5070, a 4090, this doesn't even apply to you. Because there's things that those things can't even do. You know how the video works. If we had realists on the show, or Rez, if you know what I'm talking about, you could break it more. But I know realist knows what I'm talking about. He could really break this stuff down. But we know that maybe less than 1% of all these fake actors out here, right? I don't even call that's a disrespectful. Let's take actors out of that. These pretenders, not even 1% of these pretenders, right? And so what happened, people, is that you saw Sony come out with a new update for the Pssr, because we call it the Pssr. It's a reason why it's called the Pssr, right? Because it's never lived up to nothing. It's never did anything astronomical, period. We call this thing the Pssr because it's a flop. It's an AI slop, right? It's been made fun of since day one. So anytime they got something that's been made fun of day one, and they look for leaks and cracks any kind of where, They had their little update event. And as soon as it was over with, the Leviathan NVIDIA came and used their same picture, used the same demo that they were using for Resident Evil Requiem, y'all. Showed a comparison screen and ruined the. Love it. I love it. Because why would the industry use the Pssr for something to showcase that's the future? So I don't blame NVIDIA. No, like I said, NVIDIA's over here being serious. Sony's over here with something that doesn't live up to nothing. So let's talk about this AI slop. Since all of a sudden now the PlayStation fans are angry and they're masquerading as NVIDIA fans. What cracks me up is the media will pretend along with them because it's their community. Oh, gamers are upset. What gamers? What game? Notice they never said NVIDIA fans were upset. They said gamers because they know better. They know better to make it detailed. DeathRay Tower, the game.
DeathRay Tower in the building.
They knew better not to say NVIDIA fans were upset about this because all hell would have broke loose. So let's talk about it. The PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, that's what this is called, better known as PSSR, aka Pssr, is Sony's proprietary powered upscaling technology. Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, I did.
Sony's proprietary AI powered upscaling technology. What are we talking about out here, people? What are we doing out here, people? The Pssr is AI. What are we talking about?
Same thing as DLSS. Yep.
You're right. Same thing. What are we talking about? The Pssr is AI. So we saw a better AI, and because PlayStation couldn't get no glory from the Pssr, you get fans of the Pssr start hating on DLSS 5. You can't make this shit up, y'all. They start, and the articles come out going along with them, and they start saying dumb shit. But don't worry, the new legals got this covered. It's an AI-powered upscaling technology designed specifically. Nobody else used the Pssr. Specifically for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Nobody in the industry is going to use the Pssr. While it is not a generic version of NVIDIA's deep learning super sampling, DLSS, it is a competing machine learning upscaler that achieves similar goals, rendering games at what? Lower resolution and reconstructing them to what? To appear as high quality, high frames per second 4K images. Key aspects of the Pssr was today the performance of the PSSR 2.0. As of 2026 is on par with DLSS 4.5. It's on par, people, and vastly improves upon previous upscaling methods like FSR. Okay. Unlike AMD's compute-based FSR 2/3, the Pssr relies on AI acceleration. What? Let's read that again. Unlike AMD's compute-based FSR 2/3, right? The Pssr relies on AI acceleration hardware integrated into the PlayStation 5 Pro's GPU, making it technically closer to DLSS than a standard FSR. Okay. Quality. In early comparisons, the Pssr has been shown to produce fewer ghosting artifacts in certain scenes compared to FSR, and is a major upgrade from PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced titles. Comparison to DLSS, while very compatible, Digital Foundry test capable Digital Foundry's test indicates that the DLSS 4.5 still holds a slight advantage. No shit. There's nothing that the PlayStation's going to have that's going to have an advantage on any of the Leviathan's technology. That's kindergarten. That's kindergarten knowledge. So in summary, the PSSR acts as a direct top-tier competitor to DLSS, utilizing specialized hardware and machine learning to achieve higher fidelity upscaling. Why are we taking AI, donkeys, when you have an AI? You have the very same thing that NVIDIA has, except for yours is dog shit. That's why. It's called the Pssr for a reason. It's called the Pssr for a reason. So, like I told y'all, right? You know I gotta go to one of these commercialized articles. And I'm gonna be sending this stuff into the show. Don't worry, I'm dropping right now. I switched it up on y'all. Don't worry, I'm doing a versatility show. Versatility show right now. I'm versatile. Watch this. I'm dropping it in right now. That's one thing I love about going mobile, man. It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. That's the first one. So nobody in here is going to say we over here just saying stuff. Oh, no. So let's go to one of these articles that wanted to run with the nonsense. NVIDIA's latest DLSS 5 update triggers massive backlash over AI visuals. Who did it trigger? Who? That's the thing. Who did it trigger? Notice nobody wanted to say specifically who it triggered, but we all know who it triggered. We all know. They were mad, bro, because they saw better image quality. They looked at a demo. This is how sad we are in this generation. They looked at a demo and they began to say stupid stuff like, this AI is going to take over the creative concept arts from the developers. It's going to take away the creative aspects of the developers. What? What are you talking about? See, I hope y'all are following me and I ain't going over y'all's head. But isn't that the same thing the Pssr does? You're mad at the same type of AI. You see how stupid they are? They are literally mad at the very same type of AI. The same type is doing the same things, just better. So let's listen to what the CEO of NVIDIA had to say. Let's get to some common sense. We are reinventing computer graphics once again, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang announced. The DLSS 5 is a GPT moment for graphics, blending handcrafted rendering with generated AI. What? Think handcrafted rendering. You see how stupid they are? Handcrafted rendering with generative AI. Although CEO Huang promised developers would have controls to fine-tune the DLSS 5's impact, gamers have piled on the criticism. Of course they did. The updates video racked up 15 million views on Twitter X. Sad. Listen what these idiots were saying. This looks horrifically bad. Nobody wants an AI slot filter on top of their game. You see how stupid they are? So you gonna get rid of the Pssr? Get this slot filter out of our games. You guys are an absolute joke. Sounds just like a donkey, don't it? Get off my lawn. How much money did they waste on this? It's goofy stuff, right? Only by donkeys. Only donkeys sound is goofy. This ain't the video people. This not video gamers, bro. Ain't nobody but donkeys sound is weird. 15 million views, y'all. It's a 78 million. I'm putting it up right now. I'm putting it up on my Twitter X. This broke the entire donkey community. Right now. Broke the internet. I'm posting it right now. This is crazy. 70. Look, man, right now, this thing, they just made this thing 8 million views, y'all. You can't make this stuff up. Broke them in pieces. 78 million views. 78 million views. And the sad part about this, they're mad over future AI technology. Future. That's not even something to even be. It's not happening no time soon, y'all. It's not happening no time soon.
They're mad about the future of gaming. Like, how could you call yourself a gamer and be mad about the future of gaming? Man, this is just a clown show.
So now I'm going to my go-tos. Shouts to video cards, right? See, I gave you the commercialized stuff, but now I'm finna give you real gaming articles, right? And I'm about to put it over here. Now we're gonna listen to some real content. Watch this. See, there's a difference between video cards and everybody else. And look, shouts to video cards, like I said, man. Shouts to them. I'm putting that in there. Now, when you open up video cards, there's a big difference, right? I don't know who they are, but when I tell you their team is massive, it can't be one person doing all these articles. In this thing, I mean, you're talking about updated articles, hundreds of just different topics from Windows to Xbox. I've noticed PlayStation ain't nowhere in this. Computer stuff, all types of stuff. NVIDIA, AMD, Xbox, Windows, Microsoft, all kinds of good stuff. But I found out why there was a lot of noise. Y'all got to understand something, man. Whenever they feel like PlayStation is left out, you're going to have an uproar. And I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. Y'all know I'm cooking. So I sent y'all the link. Video cards. NVIDIA says DLSS 5 is designed to preserve artistic intent with pre-scene controls. The DLSS 5 will let developers tune lighting, color, and masking, says NVIDIA. Right? And masking. Okay. Okay. So look, I get it. What is masking? Right? You got to ask yourself this. What is masking in gaming? Right? You gotta look this stuff up. Okay? You have the internet. You can learn. We know some of y'all that don't comprehending stuff. Oh, they're almost illiterate. Some of them in past the 5th grade. We get it. They got held back. But listen, masking in gaming is a technique used in development to control the visibility of objects, textures, or UI elements, allowing specific areas to be hidden or revealed. It is commonly used for 2D sprite cutouts, creating special visual effects, which is called VFX. Hiding UI elements or managing rendering performance by not drawing hidden parts. There you go. Simple stuff, right? It's called masking. This is what developers do. So when they saw this, I'm a real gamer. When I saw it, I said, wow, damn, that's amazing, right? But because the donkeys were salty, they got their feelings hurt. They was mad, calling it AI slop. They were making fun of their own technology. They were making fun of Pssr. That's how dumb they are. But what NVIDIA was just showing the whole world, which 78 million people are tuned into, right? They get it. 78 million people tuned into this. tune into this so-called AI slot, right? And they understand that this was just showing you what the AI technology of rendering can bring, and then allow the developer to make the changes. So see, they came out running with the dummy crowd. You know, they were showing all the videos. I got to that kid, right? And they were talking about he's supposed to look like a 15-year-old kid. Dude, I mean, they so dumb. It's just the demo type. It's not done. The developers didn't get to it. They just took that and they rendered it. The AI rendered it. It's almost like the first step of the AI process. That's how stupid they are. That wasn't finished product Death Ray Tower. That was just showing you the differences. Now they want to critique it. They want to critique something that ain't something. It's up to the developers to take it and then turn that character back down into his 15, give him the 15-year-old feature without compromising the quality, dummies. That's what this is about. Any real gamer understands this. But I thought this was coming out of the fields of, oh, we love our exclusives, our cinematic soap opera OJN games. We love those pretty walkthroughs. We play games. We just sit back, walk around, and look over the scenery and take pictures. That's how we play video games. We got the best looking video games ever. That's the donkey community. Every game that comes out, you see they don't stop saying that. You see they went 0 for 19 at the Game Awards. You see all of this, right? So the company says that the DLSS 5 takes each frame's color and motion vectors as input. NVIDIA says this keeps the model anchored to the source 3D content instead of generating output without reference to the game's original rendering data. The goal is to improve image quality, dummies, while keeping the final result aligned with the developer's intended look. See, you didn't get this. You didn't get this breakdown. Easy to keep their lights on. Like our man Stein from the Xbox community from Microsoft had to check Polygon today because Polygon needed to pay some bills. So they come out with a stupid article talking about, is Xbox relevant? You know, got spun out and then had to delete it. You know, that's weak. We already know, but we already know the commercialized gaming industry is weak. It sponsors a weak fan base. If you're following behind the PlayStation fan base, you're weak fan base. That's all it is to it. They're the weakest out of everybody. They're the weakest. So what they're the most illiterate too. And they don't comprehend well. They speak on things without not even realizing they're making fun of their own product. They speak on things and they're making the Pssr. It's AI technology. The DLSS 5 delivers several significant benefits. Cinematic lighting reconstructs complex effects like rim lighting, subsurface scanner for realistic skin, and contact shadows with high fidelity. You know about it? You know why the new legal is hyped about this? Guess what? Guess what, Pablo? Guess what, the mighty chat pack? Guess what, my out here? And to my generals, before this show is over, we got a message from the general. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know. We'll see. This stuff that we're going through is for us. Shout outs to NVIDIA, who is a strong partner with Microsoft's DiRRec team. Shout outs to them. Because NVIDIA came out and smacked the dog shit out of weak ass Sony and its PlayStation Pssr. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not revolutionary. It ain't what the industry's gonna push. It needed to be put in its place. It needed to be put in its place. Needed to get on that sidewalk. It didn't belong on the highway. See, Project Helix can do that. It can do this. See, look, being able to, it's gonna have this kind of technology in it. The neural rendering that we hear about, that's what this thing does. Remember, this thing is in partnership with DiRRec on the PC side of things. This is scary. This is why they're mad. But I got some more ammo. Y'all just sit back, because this is what really get them. I'm going to show y'all what really got them. They were left out of the conversation, y'all. That really got them. Look. It's subsurface scattering for realistic skin and contact shadows with high fidelity. Material depth enhances PBR properties like roughness and adds micro realism to complex objects such as eyes and hair. This gets me hyped. Look, temporal consistency provides stable image quality from frame to frame that adheres to the underlying game content. Real-time performance delivers photorealistic enhancements up to 4K resolution while maintaining smooth interactive gameplay, something to do. Start at 1080p. The Pssr ain't nothing but the Pssr is nothing but an upgraded version of checkerboard render. It's trash. It's dog shit. That ain't even nothing to talk about. That ain't even nothing to talk about. It's got controllability, allows game developers to tune intensity, color, and masking, there it goes, to determine where and how enhancements are applied to maintain the game's unique aesthetic. See? So what was being shown was just the possibility. What the commercialized gaming media ran with, they were acting as if that's what it's going to be like. Oh, that was the final product. And so they needed to pay their lights. But at the same time, this thing blew up on DStroys, 78 million views. You look dumb. PlayStation community has a fan base, because you're really not even a community. You don't even have a community. The PlayStation fan base looks super dumb today. 78 million views. 78 million. You go look on it right now. You go to my DStroys page right now. 78 million views. You can't make this shit up. 78 million views. We may wonder, however, while the DLSS 5 rendering examples look so much different than the originals, many readers have noticed that faces have changed entirely. God bless America. NVIDIA claims that DLSS 5 can reconstruct effects such as rim lighting, subsurface scattering, and contact shadows. It also says the system can enhance physically based rendering properties, including roughness, and add more visible detail to materials and objects such as eyes and hair. The company further says that DLSS 5 is designed to maintain the temporal consistency, which should help reduce visible instability between the frames. Here it goes, y'all. Look how this article is just. Notice Twitter comments. They're not involved with the silliness. Video cards, bro. Gaming media is supposed to sound, look like. Developers are in control. NVIDIA said developers can adjust intensity and color grading, including blending, contrast, saturation, and gamma. Developers can also define where the enhancements appear and use masks to exclude specific objects or areas from the effect entirely. It's beautiful. How does DLSS 5 ensure image quality is consistent with the artist's intent? Let's hear about this. Because if you go to the commercialized articles, you don't hear this. DLSS 5 honors artistic intent in two ways. Oh, really? Let's hear about it. inputting the game's color and motion vectors for each frame into the model, anchoring the output in the source 3D content. Second, by providing developers with detailed controls such as intensity and color grading, artists can use these controls to adjust blending, contrast, saturation, and gamma, determine where and how enhancements are applied to maintain the game's unique aesthetic. Developers can also mask specific objects or areas to be included from enhancement. Wow. But didn't the demo already change characters beyond recognition? That's the question. If DLSS 5 is just a new iteration of DLSS, gamers will still have control because they can simply choose not to enable this technology. Oh, really? So now you're not even stuck. You will have the option. Well, sorry, PlayStation fans, you're not in this.
Yep, they're just crying about nothing.
Right, about you see where I'm going with this? We're not even talking about y'all don't even belong in this discussion. That's where I'm laughing at. We're talking about DLSS 5 and DLSS stuff, NVIDIA stuff. You're not in this talk. You got the Pssr. Look, gamers will still have control because they can simply choose not to enable this technology on their cards. NVIDIA has yet to confirm which architectures are supported. For now, it seems to be working only on the RTX 5090, or 2 cards to be precise. So what are video cards readers saying? See? What are we saying? What are we talking about out here, people? You ain't got an RTX 5090, like I said, under 1%. They out here mad like they got this 5090. You see what I'm talking about, Pablo? You see what I'm talking about, Dollar Night 30 below? The whole entire, all the viewers. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? This is an RTX 5090 situation. We're talking about an RTX 5090 situation, Rez. Where are they? What's this outrage about? Who's outraged? I don't see the outrage in the NVIDIA in the video community. I don't see outrage nowhere. Y'all wanna know why? Y'all wanna know why this outrage even existed? Let's get to it. Let's see why this outrage was really existed. Let's see. Let me go down here and let's see. Okay. Here's another article. Y'all gotta love it. I gotta take y'all where I go, you know? Gotta show y'all where I go, man. Gotta show the love. Get out of all that commercial ass gaming media that don't really tell you nothing, man. They're trash. They gotta pay those light bills. They're gonna run with the donkey. They're gonna run with that donkey fan base, and it's gonna look silly everywhere. So I'm gonna take you where I go. I'm not scared. CBH4, here you go. I'm dropping it. Look at these articles. Look at the name of them. Y'all ain't heard from this stuff, right? All kind of good sources out here. And look. I'm gonna really show y'all why they got mad. Okay. So the title is NVIDIA reveals the powerful DLSS 5 with real-time neural graphic boost. See, there's that word, neural. Yo, Rez, that's a next generational word. Neural.
Yep, we've talked about it. We talked about Helix with its 100 teraflop MPU, which is neural processing unit.
For everybody that thinks my boy don't know what he's talking about, when it comes to computers and stuff, this is what he does. He does this. He ITs for a major company and animal food processes. ITs this stuff. He knows computers. This is why this dude was bugging me about this Helix. I always was wondering why Rez was so stoked until I asked him, man, why are you so high? Why you keep bothering me? He told me, this is what I do. I know, I understand all this language. I understand it. And when he broke this stuff down to me, he was like, Legal, if this thing is even remotely close to what they're saying, it's going to be a 40% jump. 40%. He was like, bro, you was right about that 17%. The 13 to 17%, you can make a new chip. So I want everybody to understand something. 17 plus 17 is what? 34, right? That's double. That's a generational leap. You see? If it's at 40%, that means they squeeze a little extra out of it. You can squeeze extra out of these damn chips. You can get a little bit more. That little bit more is why there's not going to be no more parity. See, let me tell y'all what's happening. The donkey community just got some 3-year-old game from Xbox, right? Called Starfield. Starfield has already served its purpose and it's a beautiful game. But look what Microsoft did. I told y'all a couple shows back. I said, we just got to pay attention to this strategy. This is so beautiful. Everybody's tripping. I get it because of the multi-platform strategy. I didn't understand the 25th anniversary either. I get it. I understand. But we're going to have to deal with that for now. This strategy isn't going to last forever. But there's still going to be a multi-platform strategy everywhere. If Nintendo doesn't get broken down this generation, I'm telling y'all right now, if Nintendo doesn't get broken down this generation, they're going to figure out a way to emulate. They're still going to hold their product, but I see emulation coming because I think the Switch 2 is going to fail them. And I said that day one. So Rez, just hold my flowers. I told you, I'm not like Rilla said, I'm not 8% right. Hold my flowers. Just hold my. PlayStation is just going to follow the Xbox. No, you ain't got to worry about that. PlayStation is going to be a flea market. It's already done turned into one. Flea market is that, but it's going to be worse. Y'all really want to know what pissed them off? Look, they wasn't in the conversation. Let me show you what this article says, and I'm going to read up a little bit. Earlier versions of DLSS focus mostly on performance, like increasing frame rates and upscaling resolution. DLSS 5 goes further. It improves visual quality directed by understanding the scene. It can recognize character skin, hair, fabric, and lighting conditions, then adjust them in real time. This means better skin tones, more natural lighting, and more realistic materials in games. At the same time, everything stays stable and consistent from frame to frame, which is important for smooth gameplay, unlike the Pssr can do. Like the Pssr can do. Another useful feature is control for developers. See, game creators can adjust how strong the effects are. They can do whatever they want, y'all. This was just a demo. But they wanted to make it seem like this was the most horrible thing ever. But I'm going to show you why. Game creators can adjust how strong the effects are, change colors, and decide where the improvements should appear. This helps keep the original art style of each game. So there you have it. There's really, this concludes this matter moment. There was a this concludes this matter moment. 5 broken down in vocals thus far, so far. Rez, have I been crystal clear?
Very.
I think I solved my issue. Also, I want to tell you that this show is brought to you by the Raw Xbox Ally X.
What a great device.
I love it.
It feels so comfortable. I love the customization with it. I love playing with it.
Let me just be petty and say this. I love my mobile PC. I just love how my Xbox can play on this mobile PC. We're gonna get out of commercialized silliness mode right now. Back to serious, back to gaming. Game creators can adjust how strong the effects are, change colors, decide what the improvements should be and appear. This helps keep the original art style of each game. The DLSS 5 will also be easy to use for developers. It works with the same system already used for older DLSS version. So you ain't know nothing about this. You ain't know nothing about this. Django, nobody so gaming article spotlights were talking like this because they're crabby. They're out here with their donkey compadres, bro. All of this is it's tied to what's already used in the DLSS versions, so studios can add it without major changes. Many big game companies, here it is. So let's get down to the root of it. Many big companies. Who y'all think? I wonder what companies y'all are thinking about when I just said that. Let's get down to it. Many big game companies are already supporting DLSS 5. Really? These include Bethesda. Wow. Capcom. Wow. Ubisoft. Wow. Tencent. Wow. And more. Notice who they didn't mention. Notice who they didn't mention. Early feedback from developers have already been positive, especially for how it improves lighting and realism. You think these developers are caring about what these donkeys got to say about future technology? Are y'all? Nobody's this stupid. Nobody. These developers don't care what these donkeys are upset about when they're seeing the results within their own games. Several upcoming and popular games are expected to use DLSS 5. Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Starfield? No, don't do this to them. You just gave them Starfield. You mean to tell me after 3 years, you still didn't give them the best product? Do y'all think PlayStation fans are going to have this version on the PlayStation? It's not going to exist. Hogwarts Legacy. Damn. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Damn. There's gotta be a PlayStation game in here. Would be. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Delta Force, and Resident Evil Requiem. You mean to tell me not one PlayStation game? We're not going to buy a PC, Orion. You don't have an RTX 5090. We don't care what you're saying, bro. Why would I buy a garbage ass PC that you have with a 27-inch screen monitor? That's not serious to me, bro. I don't need that. I'm about to have something that's going to blow your PC away soon. Your PC won't even be able to do what my console will be able to do. And it's going to make the PC look real good about that one. So I know it's boring over there. Y'all really don't have a community either. So you need to come over to the communities and say something stupid to us like, go buy us. If we wanted a PC, we would have had one. We have multiple consoles over here. I have a ROG Xbox Ally X, bro. You got to make sense when you're talking to me. If I wanted a PC, I can afford one. I have 3 handhelds. 3. If I wanted a PC, one. So I have a PC, bro. A damn good reason why I don't have one. You ain't got this? I don't even want to hear it. You don't have this, so why are you talking? You don't have this. You're a low-budget PC gamer, bro. You're nobody special. You probably run around with your 1080p 60 frames thinking you're on top of the world. And that's fine if you do. But I don't care. You need to come over here and flex. Flex, show us your game. Show us your Steam library that you're using Windows 11 for. You ain't using no cloud gaming for it. You stuck it to desktop. That's not a cool look in 2026. If you ask me, you gotta sit 2 feet away from your screen. That's not a cool look to me, bro. It's just not. I don't get into that. PC gamers always look weird to me. Use a damn keyboard, bro. You use a keyboard and a mouse. I was dissing that shit as a youngster, bro, on an island back then. The hell is this shit? This shit out of my face, bro. Using arrows and shit. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. Man, get the hell out of here with that goofy ass, corny ass shit. We over here on the controllers of joystick mafia, bro. That's what that is. If you don't know nothing about that, bro, get the hell on. But we appreciate you here for flexing for PC, man. It's just you just saying you're not heavyweight enough, bro. You're not convincing. You don't even you gotta come in here if you wanted to persuade anybody here to buy a PC, you gotta sound intelligent, man. You gotta come in and show something, put something down, speak about it in the community and tell us why you like the PC side of things and benefits you get out of it. Don't just tell us, oh man, you just need to buy a PC, bro. Who you think this is, bro? All PCs ain't equal, man. The hell out of here with that goofy stuff, bro. Don't sound goofy, bro. You sound like a donkey. You sound like a masked donkey in here. So now you see that PlayStation is not in these discussions. They're not even in these discussions. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna uprise. That's gonna get their temperature flamed up. So they mad because they're not in this discussion. The DLSS 5 has absolutely nothing to do with them. So this is next gen gaming talk that has nothing to do with PlayStation 5. If I was a PlayStation fan, I'd be mad too. I'd be fake outraging too. So having the #1 brand in the world don't mean shit. Not when it comes to technology. You learn something. You gave NVIDIA 78 million views, you dummies. You gave them all the hype they needed. You did that. Because your feelings was hurt. And NVIDIA did it to y'all on purpose. And I love it. I love it. I love seeing the meltdowns. Starfield looks incredible. Incredible. Starfield looks incredible. We already know donkeys ain't gonna put the time into what the PlayStation, what the PlayStation fans are gonna try to play on this game. The donkeys ain't gonna put half the time into this. And what I also like is the genius move between this. So we know the data, right? The data came out about the PlayStation fan base. They buy 1 or 2 games a year. That's it. That's it. What's up, Snooki? That's it. 1 or 2 games. So I already said, okay, the 2 games that they better buy is Pssr or Wolverine, Raz. That's it. That's it. But
let's see how much they support these games. They claim.
It's about to get funny. Raz, you told me to come off that top row. Yo, chat, come off that top row. Here it go. Well, Wolverine, Pssr. Well, I don't know, man, because there's a game called Grand Theft Auto 6 coming. See, the Xbox fans are covered. We got games. We got Fable. I got Gears of War E-Day. I ain't paying for none of these. Day 1 Game Pass. Fable, Gears of War E-Day, Forza Horizon 6 that y'all ain't even gonna be a part of. Look, you gotta go buy these games, man. You gotta go buy Fable. You gotta go get Forza Horizon 6 when it comes out. You're going to get. I don't even know if you're getting Gears of War either. I don't know yet. You gotta decide whether you're going to get Pssr or Starfield. Which one is it, donkeys? Which one? Both of them coming out in April. I love this. Which one is it? Pssr, Starfield. A 3-year-old game or a brand new IP? Which one? Which one you value the most? Your precious exclusive or an Xbox game. See, all eyes on y'all now. All eyes on y'all now. You see how that worked? I love how Microsoft did this. Now, all that talk that y'all do, all that brag in the bag, you think because you got Starfield there's a brag. Wait a minute. Don't forget about Soros. Don't do that. So that means you got 2 games to buy. So if you buy those 2 games, how you gonna buy Grand Theft Auto 6? Been exposed. I'm always about 98% right. The rest, this is gonna look like an easy prediction. This one looks easy. Soros, Wolverine. Starfield, Soros, Wolverine, Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6, Grand Theft Auto 6, Grand Theft Auto 6, Wolverine. I think I got it now. I think I got the 2 games that they'll buy this year. Anybody want to go up against me and catch this out? Anybody? Mike John said. Anybody? Anybody want to call me a liar? Let's do this. This is an easy prediction. We got 4 games. Starfield, Soros, Wolverine, Grand Theft Auto 6. Which one you think is going to sell the least? You see? I'm going to tell y'all something, man. When you ain't involved in the donkey streets, everything is wide open for the vision, bro. You see things clearer. They've been indoctrinated to be in the smoke and mirror, that they don't even know what the hell they do when they do it. You can't take donkeys seriously. And I've told you, everything that they do, the result is always the opposite. Everything they do. See, they got up here with pretending. They love to pretend to be some kind of damn group. They masqueraded in the NVIDIA streets, which they know nothing about, right? And they pretended to be NVIDIA fans, making absolutely no sense. And the media ran with this. The commercialized media ran with this, how stupid it is. And they pretended to be NVIDIA fans that they would be mad at their own product. That don't make no damn sense when they're not mad at the Pssr. So, right. So why would the NVIDIA fans be mad at their product? That it makes no sense, right? They masked around, right? Pretended to be. Making fun of AI technology that they've already had. Making fun of it.
That they brag about.
Right. And they do it with blind, straight up idiocy, ignorance. It's straight up, like just, and you gotta sit there. When I saw this, I just laughed. It was funny. I said, I gotta do a show on this and make fun of it. Kevin, it's straight up. I had to make fun of this. I had to make fun of this. And let me say this, man. On DiRRec Gaming, we don't get into race of people stuff. We don't get into that. We don't care about, we don't make fun of people and who they are. We're all people. And we're going to treat people with respect, as long as you treat us with respect. But over here, we talk about this gaming. We're going to make sense out of this. And when we see something that don't make no sense, Talos Reed, what does DiRRec Gaming do? You've been over here for a very long time. Rain G4, you know. If it don't make sense tonight, we're going to clown the shit out of it. Yeah. I already knew what this was. But like I say, I stick to video cards. That's what I stick to. I don't do the commercialized stupidity no more. I was guilty just like y'all was, but I found the better source. There's not that many. But man, when you look at what this when you go in here and you look at what the group of this company does, let me show y'all something real quick. This is what blows me away. So when you open them up, right, and you go to and you'll see where it says video cards up there. And then you'll see right under videocards.com, right? And you touch the 3 bars. When you touch that 3 bars, I want you to go to browse selections. When you go to browse selections and then you go to articles, right? Just flip. But look, even if you don't do that, right? Let's say you go back and you go to, let's see, you go to, you open it up, and let's just say you go to, was it browse topics? You go to browse topics, that's it. Just scroll. It's insane. This is this team is ridiculous. And then you get down to right after water cooling, you go to Windows and Xbox. And when you hit Windows and Xbox, there it is. It's all the Windows and Xbox news. And it's just news after news after news after news after news after news. It's just ridiculous. And it's nothing goofy. Here's their latest. So let's read their latest topic, people. Xbox PC app now lets users add any games or software manually. This is beautiful. Microsoft adds manual game importing to Xbox PC app. Beautiful. Microsoft has added manual game and app importing to the Xbox PC app, allowing users to place third-party software directly inside the Xbox library. There it is. The update means the app is no longer limited to Microsoft Store or Xbox distributed content, at least for basic launcher functionality. Users can now manually add almost any Windows executable file to the library. That includes games installed through Steam. Here we go. Here goes the partnerships. Steam, Epic, Game Stores, and GOG, as well as emulators, modded games, older PC titles, and other standalone applications in practice. So guess what? Guess what, y'all? Me having the next Xbox G-Man, no game is safe. Not one game.
Microsoft is so cool, man. See, people can't say they're not innovating and leading the industry and taking gaming to the next level in different ways. They are, man. They're truly shaping what the next generation is going to be, and not just with the console, just with everything that comes with it, too.
Keep going, Rez. Keep going.
No, I mean, it's just they're building just great services for you to enjoy your games and do whatever you want with your games in every way imaginable, right? In terms of emulation, in terms of how you bring your games over, how you play your games. Like you're getting your best value in the pricing of the games through Game Pass and through their discounts. You know, they have a great reward system. You know, they're building proprietary technologies for the system you're going to play on. They're building a great system overall. They're giving you great games. I mean, what's not to love about the platform? I mean, it's just Microsoft's just bringing all new types of exciting different ways to really bring you in and value you as a consumer. And you can't really say that about the other two. And it's just great that they're always thinking of new ways to make themselves even better and great as a video game brand and platform. And this is just another perfect example of that. So I got to give kudos to Microsoft, man. They're always thinking outside the box or thinking what's next. And that's what's great about them.
Man, what do you think about Asha'S popularity, man? There was some interviews done today, Rez, and the Take-Two CEO has some great things to talk about Asha and Peter Moore. I wanted to get your feel on those, man. What's your opinion about that? She's self-driven, the woman is super smart, so she's self-driven. To be president of Copilot AI for Microsoft says a lot right there. I mean, she's on another level.
It tells me that she's intelligent. That tells me she's charismatic. That tells me that she knows what she's doing. She's a great leader. People see that. People see greatness, right? They see it and they respect it, right? And you're seeing a lot of respect, a lot of praise, a lot of great commentary from some of the biggest leaders in the industry. And you don't see that often, right? You don't see that many people touting somebody, right off the bat to that degree. It's kind of rare, right? Like, you know, she's really something special because she's jumping from different facets of Microsoft business. She's excelled very quickly within the company as well, and like that's not something that's easily accomplished. Like that shows you have drive, you have talent, you're the whole package, right? And everything she's said so far, it seems like she's looking at this the best way and the best perspective. She's getting the data, she's getting opinion, she's getting expert advice from the team, from old leadership. She's also talking to fans, like you saw at the GDC conference. There was a lot of people that approached her, and she actually talked to them. She's listening in all the different directions she can listen, right? She's showing all the true qualities of a great leader, right? Somebody who's willing to be humble, but also approach things in a very holistic way, right? And she's really showing herself to be probably one of the greatest gaming leaders in the industry in history. That's still premature, of course, for a lot of people for me to say that, but I just have a good feeling about her. And the more I read about her, the more that other people say the same, the more that she keeps basically pointing out things that Microsoft or Xbox wasn't quite strong at or needed to be better, like their marketing, for example, because she's building a whole new marketing team for the brand. She's thinking about how best to approach exclusives if they were to bring exclusives back to the platform. She's already making moves with getting rid of the old strategy, or at least changing the strategy they had before with the "This is an Xbox" campaign. She's truly showing that she's a cut above the rest, and that they could not have picked a better person to put in that position. And she's got some of the best people around her too. So she's got all the right tools to be set up to be very successful. And I think that's why a lot of people are excited about her and excited about the future of Xbox, is because she's bringing something to the table that I don't think anybody else could have. She's got a very heavy insight into AI already, so she's bringing that expertise. She's probably going to form relationships with the different facets of Microsoft, bring them together to make Xbox more powerful than it is overall. Yeah, man, she's great, man. I'm really confident in her right now, and if she's gonna, it's still premature, right? Like, she's only been in the role for not even a month, right? I don't know if it's been a month yet, but it's she's still fresh, and she's young too, and she's got that drive, she's got that ambition, right, to make Xbox great, and she truly cares about the platform. And they would not have picked her if she did not, because Microsoft has a lot of confidence in gaming. Gaming's always been at the core of what they do. I'm sure they took a lot of time and thought into picking her. So obviously they're seeing the same things that we're seeing, and she's proven herself too. So it's not like she hasn't been there, done that, right? She's been successful already. So let's be hyped, man, because like, you guys are in for a real treat this next generation. I think Xbox is going to make that big turnaround. That, I don't want to say comeback, because they've always been here, but I mean, like, they're going to surge. They're going to be like the 360 days, maybe even more popular. I think it's really going to turn things around. And I'm excited to see what she's going to do with the brand coming up in the next 5 to 10 years, or hopefully longer. It seems like she's in for the long run, but you never know these days. But to me, it seems like she's sticking around for a while, and I can't wait, man. What do you think? I mean, that's a good sign, right? Like you don't usually get that much feedback from people across the industry, not like that. Especially your competitors too, old Xbox studio leadership or old leadership, all saying the same things. That's a good sign to me.
Yeah, just wanted to know what you thought about the Take-Two and Peter Moore comments about her, man. I know
Um,
you saw them interviews.
I saw a little bit. I didn't watch the whole thing, but to me, they seemed very excited and have confidence in her. And I didn't. We'll have to pull it up to get more kind of more context, more details than what they said exactly. But to me, it's just a sign that they picked the right person.
Drive is
And
there. Drive is there.
my question to you is: do you agree that it's rare for that many different people across the industry, old and new, and competitors, all saying the same thing about her?
There's the point right there. The fact that we literally have heads, CEO heads, right, talking highly about her, understanding, they understood her language. When she says, I'm here to first ask why we're what we're at and look and analyze the conditions and what brought us to these points. I think all great CEOs understand that language. You have to be able to assess the matter, right? And get a feel of what it is you're taking over. The fact that this is what I love. I'm not going to lie to you. She has no bias. She comes in from the co-pilot of AI aspects of things. She comes from that. She comes from all the AI technology of Microsoft, period. No matter where it's at, she comes from that. The fact that she didn't come from the gaming aspect, I believe, is probably one of the greatest moves. That's why Peter Moore did so well. Because when he came in, he was dependent on the core audience. He depended on, I don't know if a lot of people can relate to this, right? But let's just say there's different styles of businesses, right? Some businesses are already high up in corporation and their workers are workers and they really don't know everybody. You just know they got a good workforce base, right? You're basically a number, right? Because the company that you work for is just so huge, and they don't really put they don't put a magnifying glass to their managers on down to where they can see the good people within the company and understand who's who, right? But then there's some companies who are getting started, who are hiring very experienced people. And then themselves, see, this is what I didn't. This was another stupid moment in our gaming industry. They were judging her because she didn't have no game experience. You don't have to have experience in what you actually got hired for you to do well, and you for that.
Let me see your trophies.
Yeah, that's the donkey talk, right? That kind of silly lame stuff only can come from a weak fan base. Like, don't you gotta understand their language? Only them say stupid stuff like that, right? To a CEO head. Look, and they do it blindly with their stupidity of ignorance. They didn't say that to the CEO of what they're going to play this year, did they? They ain't go over there and asking the CEO of Grand Theft Auto Take-Two.
They didn't say that to Herman Hulse. They didn't say that
he
to
don't even
Hiroki
play video
Totoki.
games. That's right. He told you he don't even play video games. Where was the outcry? Donkeys always make themselves look, they don't even make themselves, they show the dumbest gaming fan base of all time. They can't help it, bro, because something's really wrong with them. Something's wrong with them. They're just dumb. They're super dumb. That's their problem. They're super dumb. And then when you mix emotions into it, it just becomes common. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to make sense out of nothing. So the fact that you have somebody who will come in, got the expertise in that booty, right? But will come in and link to the experienced people within the company. See, sometimes that's where I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's where greatness is at, really. It's really not about, and she has that. When she came in and she says, I'm humble. First, I'm humble. If you don't know what humble means, then you didn't even get that. Humble means when you can put aside yourself for others. You can put aside yourself for others. That's being humble. It's humble. When you know how to put yourself to the side. That was the very first thing she said. I know where I come from. I know my status. And I know what I'm capable of. But I'm going to put all that to the side. My name is Asha. Nice to meet you. And I want to learn this great community that I've been hearing about within Xbox. And I want to know the core audience because I know, just like when I was reading every company that's successful built from their core audience. There's no independent buyer of Apple that Apple's going to build their company off of. No, they're going to build their company off their core audience. Samsung's going to build their company off their core audience. Google, core audience. You go into the car business, Ford's going to build their company off of Ford fans, Chevy fans, Lexus fans, BMW fan. BMW is not going to go to a casual, somebody that don't know nothing about their cars and say, you know what, we're building up brand off of that person. Don't know nothing about their cars. How can you magnify your business without core audience? That absolutely makes absolutely no sense. Asus, their core audience. Logitech, core, it's basic fundamental. You build there, then you can expand. But you got to build there. This Helix future is giving Microsoft the perfect flex. Notice how they can utilize all these storefronts for their expansion purposes. Maybe that's the multi-platform. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the business right now on DiRRec Gaming. That's the multi-platform strategy. It's not so much of their big-time publishing strategy. I'm letting y'all know that right now. The cat's out the bag. You heard it right here on DiRRec Gaming. Multi-platform strategy of Xbox is having multiple platforms on it. On it. See, there's only 2 consoles. That's not a big deal. They know where the big deal is at. PlayStation, Nintendo is not a big deal when it comes to. There's only 2. But if you put Steam, because they're going to put their games on Xbox. Oh, hell no. That's it. That's it for their brand. But if you go where things are open, right? You go where it's open. You go to Steam. You go to NVIDIA. You go to Epic. You go to Ubisoft. You go to EA. See, they're open. You go to Capcom. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having the top tier level of a Capcom game? Can you imagine? See, you the Xbox fan. Soon, it's not going to matter to you at all because you'll have access to almost all the games. You just heard emulators. Bro, if you want to go play Mario, guess what? You're going to open up that emulator. Nothing is safe. In the open field, nothing is safe. Microsoft knows the open field very well. Very, very well. Microsoft holds like a 70% power strong arm scepter of the PC as a whole. You got to come through Microsoft, bro. They strong arming around here. Well, what are we talking about? They used to own 90%. They used to do 90% of it. Now it's somewhere around 67%. Because they had to calm them down a little bit. You too strong, too powerful around here. Let some of these little banks roll around. Same thing in the console space. They were threatened when Xbox came because the duffel bag power of Microsoft threatened their existence. Microsoft had to be humble to PlayStation, Nintendo. They could have wiped them off the planet already. They ain't competition like that. They're not competition like that. Who are you kidding? Microsoft can basically outspend both of them at the same time. Outspend both of them. They'll say, hey, put y'all money together. Yeah. So when you look at donkeys, they talk from a weak standpoint because they don't know how to talk anywhere else. Like I said, everything is from a weak standpoint with them. And when things don't go their way, along with the commercialized gaming media, look how they all look the same. Look how they all react. Just look how they reacted today. It was hilarious. It was like one big daycare. When one baby started crying, they all started crying. Look how it happened. It was funny. And then you have places that are professional, like video cards, right? Who just write the stuff down, who just makes articles about what happened. They have the breakdown from what the CEOs say and everything. And there's no goofy stuff in the article. That's why I'm putting it out there for y'all. That's where I go now. Massive topics. And I'm just like, wow, you mean to tell me that team must be big there? They're not hurting at all. Because the topics that they put out there is everywhere. They're all over the place. And I feel like DiRRec Gaming has a mature audience. Very mature gamers. Like I said, I've respected y'all. I always look at y'all's comments. I always respected y'all. That's why I don't go around. I look at y'all, man. I'm a fan of what y'all say, you know? And Rez knows that. We talk about you guys all the time. We're in the midst of you guys.
Yeah,
you know?
we appreciate you guys, man. You're the real ones for sure. We do this for you guys.
And we don't, y'all know I don't take nothing serious like that. You know, this is why my doctor on DiRRec Gaming and say the stupid stuff he said. We give him that freedom to be. He's pure marketing. He exposes them, and we let him be. He can't help himself. Some you just gotta understand. You don't get mad. Support. He does it in a weird way. He loves us. He loves us because he could have been anywhere else, right? But he's here with us. So we take care of Mike Johnson. We put him in a chair. We give him his little remote. We put him in his little chair, give him his little remote, let him rock out with us. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, man. Wait a minute, Rez. My first time. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me do this. I want to do this right. My first time here. I'm enjoying the conversation. Yo, shout outs to, hold on, y'all. Man, I'm trying to, shout outs to, damn, what is his name? I don't want to say this wrong. Ron Slusher?
Hey, welcome to DiRRec Game, man. We appreciate you coming in and listening to us.
Appreciate you, bro. Come on in, man. Yo, Dolan, like, welcome them on in, y'all. My generals, welcome on. Hey, man, make yourself right at home. Make yourself right at home. We're happy you're here, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the positive feedback, bro. We're only here to tell the truth, man. I saw it, and that's what it was. It was just an outcry because PlayStation wasn't in the conversation. It got destroyed. PSSR, NVIDIA did it on purpose, and they did it on purpose. I bet you they were laughing when they were going to do it too, Rez. They was like, let's do this right now. They literally went savage, bro. They went criminal. They took the same scene and showed you just how far away it was. Just showed you just how minuscule they are to them. That's sad. That's funny, though, at the same time.
Really is.
You know? And it just put them back in place to show y'all that I told y'all that the industry doesn't look at PlayStation to push the industry forward. They don't. They don't look at Nintendo to do it. They don't do it. But guess what? Guess who they partnered up? Guess who they partnered up with? You guessed it, Microsoft. Guess who AMD is partnered up with? You guessed it, Microsoft. Guess who Epic is partnered up with? You guessed it, Microsoft. Ubisoft, you guessed it. EA, you guessed it. Capcom, you guessed it. Square Enix, you guessed it.
People follow greatness, right? They follow the true leaders.
Yeah, see, the thing is, they invested into what, that's it. It did. PS5 blows, he's right. It got. And you want to know what else, man, it got? It got in broad daylight on 2nd Street. Downtown Memphis, First 48. Left it there. On the street. Broad daylight around 2 o'clock. It's crazy. Left it there. He's not lying. It got. It got. They set up here and they tried to take Crimson Desert. They tried to Manhattan, man, off of Xbox. Lo and behold, those developers looked at Sony and said, are you smoking crack? Are you smoking crack? See, Sony has a hard time evolving. They're stuck, and I don't even know if they can come out of this. I don't know. I don't know why they're stuck. But they're doing this 25-year-old stunt that nobody in the industry falls for anymore. Nobody falls for that no more. It's like these new age artists, right? Sign the deal. Yeah, they do. But they know right off the bat, let me put my video on YouTube, Spotify, all that. Because they get that money. Let me start doing my concerts now. Let's get that money. That's the money. So they pay the music company back. They pay all the ARs and stuff back. They get all that taken care of, producers, all that done. If they can say, let me hustle all that, something done. So I'll get all that, and all that money comes to me after that. They're smart. That's why a lot of these artists want to go independent, because they're smart. These devs want to be able to put their games in a place where majority of gamers can play within the rules of the war, right? We get it. We get it. You understand where you at. You go by the rules, but Crimson Desert can't even perform right on the Pssr. Think about that. Whereas they took it down. They said, man, this thing is just complicated. No, I'm sorry. That was Requiem. They took Pssr out of the whole equation. This ain't no lie. They took it out of the whole equation. They're not even listen, man, just yank it out of there. Just get it out. Get it out of here. Crimson Desert, they try to keep it off of Xbox. They try to, that studio wasn't stupid. That studio was like, nah, man. We're here to make a living. We're here to make money. We're not here on your little petty little quest to be smoke and mirror. We ain't with that. We ain't in your fan base.
Like, we don't want your little piggy bank of chump change.
Yeah, we're not in your fan base affair. We're here to make money. We're here to put our game out everywhere. What's up, Metroplex? That's our other.
Metroplex in the building.
From Canada. Yes, sir.
Our Canadian brethren.
And so now you see that it ain't holding up on the Pssr. Notice what nobody's done. Nobody showed an Xbox version of that game. Nobody. Nothing. Makes me wonder, because I know what the result is. That Series X gonna be lit. I already know. That's why they didn't want to show it. They wanted to market that game so heavy, like it was gonna be this outstanding PlayStation 5 game. Like, oh yeah, we get it. But this game is gonna be okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting the deluxe edition. What about you, Raz?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like those. I like fantasy medieval games and open world, and it looks like it's going to be really pretty too, like graphic wise, and it's going to have a lot of depth to it. Yeah, man, it's going to be it's got the RPG elements too. Yeah, I'm all down, man. I'm definitely getting the deluxe. I got to support a great game like that.
Okay, we're getting. I want to say thank y'all. We know this is I want to come out here and clown this situation. I want to clown out this situation, but now we're gonna get into this game and talk. What's up, Ren? We want to get into this game and talk. So we played John Carpenter's Toxic Commandos. I give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Easy. 4-player co-op. 9 out of 10. Didn't think I was gonna really enjoy it. As a matter of fact, Rez gifted me it on Saturday. Man, come on, play this game. Man, no, come on, man. Let's try
That's
it out.
what we gamers do, right? We celebrate
I got
games.
Illegal, I need you in. I'm like, all right, whatever, man.
J Mac in the building. Gray beards.
He gets me in the game. J Mac was in the J Mac down with us. J Mac was
there. We got J Mac in. Yep.
We had J Mac in the chat. We were chilling. And J Mac, I'm telling you, we didn't get off that game, man, until that night. When we got off that game, J Mac, we only had two more missions. That's how much. I don't have a game of tag.
We're playing it all weekend.
I don't have a game. Look, he's asking me. See, this is the point. Mike Johnson is asking me what my gamer tag is. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about with donkeys, man? You see?
It's gamer tag. It's trophies. It's achievements.
You can't even laugh at this stuff. He asked me for my gamer tag. He literally asked me for my gamer tag. Look. Man, leave me alone. Donkeys, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. Go sit and look. Johnson, go in the corner, man. Face the wall. Don't come out till I tell you, man. Stay there. Stay there. Cause you're not even trying. Bullseye's right in front of you, man, and you throwing it to the left. It's right in front of your face. And how you not hit it? How you not hit it? You asked me what my gamer tag is. You really asked me that. The chat. Go in your corner, man. You in time. You in time. I'll tell you when to come out later, man. But no, we played that game. And I'm telling y'all right now, man, that game deserves all the great acknowledgments that it gets. I have it for best new multiplayer co-op game. I wanted to win some awards. Man. We ended up beating it. As a matter of fact, Rez, we beat a mission by ourselves with 2. So it's possible
2 people. Yep.
Yeah, we barely did it, but we did it. You just, if you know what you're doing and you can keep those zombies at bay, you can do it. But I'm gonna tell y'all the mixture of the game. All right, I'll tell you kind of like how it looked to me. It's a mixture between Dead or Alive, Dead Rising 3, because you go around using your flashlight, you get to go in the buildings, you get to go to dark places, right? Dead Rising 3, State of Decay 2, just because of the fact that you'll go around in this community base. You'll see little areas where people used to be at, stuff like that. And what else? And that was it. And was it what is it called?
Left 4 Dead?
No, not Left 4 Dead. Well, yeah, it does have Left 4 Dead. It has the Left 4 Dead arcade style, but it has the, what is it, DayZ? What's it called? The Z game, the zombie game that starts with a Z.
World War Z or
World War Z. And what I mean by that is, if you get the game, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. The horde, when these zombies act a literal fool on this game, it's at your base. And the beautiful thing about it, you can do the mission first if you want to. You don't have to. Yep, DayZ. You don't have no World War Z. World War Z, not DayZ. World War Z. You have to, yeah, World War Z. Yeah, it's like that. What I mean by that, these jokers scale the walls, bro, just like that. Just like on World War Z. Them hordes come at you, bro. And I mean, if I'll give y'all a little idea. You have an assortment of weapons: pistols, assault rifles, automatics, semi-automatics, grenades, flash grenades, sticky grenades, Molotov cocktail. I mean, you got the whole machetes, bats with spikes on them, axes, everything but a PlayStation experience with bow and arrows. There ain't no bow and arrows there, bro.
Yeah, there's 4 different classes.
No horse to ride on, no bow and arrow. Just gonna tell you.
There's a medic, there's a striker, there's a drone operator, so you can and you get these cool vehicles too, where they have like turrets and flamethrowers, and it's just a lot of fun, man. You go explore and you get collectibles, and you get what's called spare parts, where you use them to build it's like a tower. It's got a little bit of tower defense in them, where you build the defenses for when the zombie hordes come, and you got to defend the area for a certain amount of time and try to survive.
Like for 3 and some change, you gotta stay there for like 3 and some change, y'all. I'm serious. And I mean, them zombies don't stop coming, man. They don't. It be like thousands of them, bro. I mean, you have to see it as a DIRREC game. You got it. I'm gonna put it up. Y'all got to see this game. I'm doing this. Show some love to the, you know how we do on DIRREC game, and I gotta do it. That's one of the games that needs to be showcased. So Rez, I'm putting up our gameplay. The game is remarkable. I will confess, I'm not enjoying Half-Life 2. The game, Rez laughing at me. Listen, bro. Too much thinking for that game to be just a fun game. The first one was a fun game. You didn't have to get all these, the thinking process, try to figure some shit out.
High on Life 2, Famo, not Half-Life.
I mean, 2. High on Life 2, I'm sorry, y'all. High on Life 2. It's getting on my nerves, y'all. Damn. 6.5, 7, easy. Not even, I mean, 7, I'm being kind. 6.5 to 6.5, more realistic. 6.5, 7 right there. If you don't go above no 7, I'm not taking you serious. I'm not. The game, playing many shoot adventures. It's like a Zelda type game, but it's a shoot 'em up. Like you're in a little ship and you're like, shoot 'em up. I like it. It's Game Pass. Very good game after work. Come back, chill. I can play it on my ROG if I want to. Very laid back game. I'm actually recording that too. I have all my parts going up soon on DiRREC Gaming as well. But Rez, what have you been doing outside of the Toxic Commandos? What have you been playing, man? Rez, can you hear me?
Yeah, as you guys know, we talked about this a little bit, but Resident Evil Requiem just came out. Played and beat that. Phenomenal Resident Evil game. I would say it's one of the best Resident Evil games to ever come out. I've also been playing. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a VR game that came out called Alien Rogue Incursion. Well, they converted it from a VR game to an actual console game. And it reminds me a lot like Alien Isolation. I don't know if you guys ever played that one, where you're on the ship, but instead of being on a ship, you're on a planet this time. And instead of fighting just one super smart alien, you're fighting hordes of aliens that are constantly coming at you through the whole game, and face huggers and other things, robots. So that's been really fun. I've actually got to go backtrack on the game because I missed a specific wrench item that you need to open up an electrical panel to open up a door to proceed in the game. So kind of stuck there, but I'm also playing, as Legal's probably mentioned before, I play a lot of indie games, a lot of smaller titles. I don't know if you guys ever played RoboCop Rogue City, but that came out, I think, last year or the year before, and it's a great RoboCop game. It reminds me kind of like the movies. I don't know if you ever played the movies. It's really fun. Been enjoying. I beat the game when it came out, but now they had this DLC that I hadn't gotten to in a while called Unfinished Business, where it's kind of a side story of the main story. And enjoying that as well. I'm playing a lot of games, as you guys probably, or to the new guys here. I'm what you consider a hard gamer, hardcore gamer. I play a lot, and I play a whole variety of games. So I'm playing more than just one game right now, and I've got one more that I've been playing too. This one is an even smaller kind of niche game. It's not very well known. It's called By Sweet Carol. It's basically a horror adventure game that has Disney style animation, and basically you're in this kind of alternate dream world, and there is this evil old man in a top hat who is trying to take over and destroy the world, and you are trying to save it and save your friend. And it's really fun.
That game? I remember I saw that game. I meant to ask you about it.
It's a puzzle. It's mainly a puzzle game. So a lot of the game is just solving puzzles and surviving the monster. So you hide in closets, you hide under tables. You basically are trying. It's kind of like little nightmares where you're avoiding them while also trying to solve the puzzles and progress the story. I'm enjoying it so far. It's just a fun, relaxing game. It's not a complicated game. It's not a hard game. It's just one of those games where you could just kind of slowly enjoy it and take your time with it, and you're not, not getting frustrated with it. So that's also on my list right now. But yeah, those are the games I'm playing right now, and I'm patiently waiting for Forza Horizon 6, which drops in about a month or so. Really excited for that.
So Dolan Knight asked you a question, Rez.
What do you say?
He says, Resident Gamer Zero, what's the name of the alien game again?
Rogue Incursion. Alien Rogue Incursion. ROGUEINCURSION. And I will say with that game, make sure you explore every part of the map before you progress the main quest, because it's one of those games where if you miss an item, you can't go back. So you get kind of stuck. So that's the only gripe I have about the game, is there's not a lot of backwards design in terms of that. So you have to make sure that you take your time with it and you explore everything before you proceed.
Glad you said that, because the Toxic Commando game, I would recommend that you go around the map collecting everything that you can. Get all your bonuses at the end of the game so you can customize your weapon. Always go for your extra clips first. You're going to need to get your extra clips first. You're going to need that. If without them extra clips, it's going to be hard to defeat and defend the horde. So get as many special items that you can. Get your clips first, extend those, get them. Then work on everything else. Work on everything else.
And
The
I'm
silencers
glad
are
you
good
brought that
because
up too, is because the customization is really good in that game. You can customize just about everything.
Everything is. And when you get your silencers, see, then you can go around popping them zombies without alerting so many of them. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put up the gameplay. And the beautiful thing about this gameplay is I'm walking into this game. Well, we all are. We're walking into this game not knowing, have never played it before in our lives. And y'all get to see how we got better over with time. We finally getting the hang of it. And then the next thing you know, we're just doing whatever we do. You know, you'll learn your enemies, and the levels are good. The way each map is played out is spectacular, man. When the DLC comes out, I'll be playing it. I'm gonna be playing this game till there ain't nothing else to play. It's one of those games where I'm really impressed. That's the game I'm talking about, and I'm glad you got me on that game. I'm going to be jumping off that one, get ready for. I'm gonna try to play. I'm gonna try to beat High on Life too. I gotta beat it this week.
You got it, man. You're so close. I know.
Yeah, before Crimson Desert come out, let me just get this one out of the way to Crimson Desert, and I can't wait for that one. So I'm gonna use my reward points for that and get the deluxe edition. I want that gold armor, man. That gold armor looks dope. It looks dope, Rez. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, you know what? I want that gold armor suit, man. That looks dope, bro. Coming out there with that night look. It's good. Of course. Cygnus, why wouldn't he? He said, Todd Howard said, it is a blessing from above to have Starfield on PlayStation. Of course. 3 years later, I would be saying the same thing too. Come buy my game. Give me some extra change. Go buy it, Cygnus. I'm rooting for you. Buy that. Which one would you rather
support
buy?
the game. Support
I'm
it.
glad Cygnus is here. Which one would you rather buy, Cygnus? Starfield?
Or Saros.
Sorry, which one? Which one? If you had to pick, you can't buy. Look, watch this. You can't buy both of them, right? If you had to pick, which one would you pick? Saros or Starfield? Cygnus, I can't wait for your answer. I can't wait for your answer. Be very careful of your next answer, if you even answer that. I love it. I love it when y'all come up here trying to pretend like there's a victory, something. There's a brag in the back. He said Starfield and Wolverine. What did I just tell y'all? What did I just tell y'all? I told you, didn't I, Rez? So what does that tell y'all? They don't care about their exclusives, man. The Xbox games are better than their exclusives. He'll rather pick a 3-year-old game than his exclusive. I told y'all. I proved my point. I told y'all.
That's facts.
That's it. That's facts. That's facts. That's
Cygnus
why
is a hardcore PlayStation fan too.
This is why PlayStation doesn't know what to do with y'all. They don't know what to do with y'all. And this is why Microsoft's strategy is working. It's working. See, what people got to understand is this. Microsoft's strategy is not automatically working. It's working because PlayStation fans are allowing it to. So when they come out here talking all this stuff about Xbox is dead, how can Xbox be dead when you're keeping it alive? Right? When you're contributing to this dead platform. See, you got to make sense somewhere. The fact that y'all don't make sense. Why would you be supporting a dead platform? Cygnus, why would you be supporting a dead platform? How does that make any sense? Because we know it's not dead. We know, but I'm just asking you. But the thing is, you're not going to buy those games. You don't buy. The data says you're not buying those games, Cygnus. You're good if you only buy 2 games. So You're lying.
Even if he's not, he's in the very small minority of
Look what
PlayStation
he
players.
just said, y'all. Look what he just said. The game that he did not include tells y'all that he's lying. I would have took you serious if you'd have said PlayStation is the only console where you could buy Starfield, Fable, and Grand Theft Auto 6. I would have took you serious. But you didn't even put Grand Theft Auto 6 in your comment for this year. You must be serious, bro. Because yeah, you can give me list wars all day. You can tell me all the Xbox games all day. We know Xbox got games, but you only name one PlayStation game. You only name one. You prove my point as to why I don't have a PlayStation. And you're going to prove my point why I won't get one next generation either. There's no reason for me to get it. Next generation ain't going to be no reason for me to even think about PlayStation either.
Why would you when Helix is going to play everything?
Did that today. NVIDIA did that today. So can you imagine, before we leave up out of here, right? Can you imagine how Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to look on Helix? Ooh-wee! Can you imagine Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to look on Helix? Can you imagine it? It's going to be insane. Can't wait. That's why I can't wait. I'm ready for stuff that I ain't never seen before. I'm ready to experience a whole nother level of gaming from all over the place. Can you imagine Xbox is getting all premium game content? When the game is created on the highest tier, it's coming out on Xbox same way. The exact same way. This is gonna be ridiculous, y'all. I can't wait. It's gonna be funny. Can you imagine your PlayStation 5 being compared to the Helix? Can you imagine that's gonna happen? Can you imagine? I can't imagine what the industry is gonna react to. I can't imagine how the flip-flop is gonna occur. The flip-flop. You just get ready for the flip-flop. It's gonna be amazing. So I hope all of y'all have a wonderful evening. Some of y'all are having a wonderful night. I'm fixing to upload them videos so y'all can see this Toxic Commandos. It's an awesome game. I want to say thanks to everybody that showed up tonight, whether you came live, stealth watched, or going to watch afterwards and leave some comments. Y'all leave some comments. Shout outs to everybody that was new that was here. We appreciate y'all. I had to do this fun. I had to do this show today. I had to do this. I had to clown all this malarkey, man. All this baloney out here. It's just too funny. To me, it's just too funny. Shouts to all the real gamers out there, man. Red, shouts to all the real gamers out there that just can't wait to play Desert. Can't wait to play Crimson Desert this Friday. Or Thursday. It's coming out Thursday. I'm sorry. Can't wait. Shouts
People who truly enjoy games for what they are and not for platform wars. Yep.
Look, man, look, man. I'll tell y'all once, I'm gonna tell y'all again. Multi-platform is the future. All right. People like Sid Johnson, they're PlayStation fans. You gotta expect them to think the way they think because they don't know no better. They don't know no better. While Xbox is putting games on their platform and their games are in the top 5, their exclusives never hit that. It may hit first day because new release. After that's done, it falls. Xbox is out there, right? And Sony's shutting down studios. And the very first thing you get, don't worry, another studio is going to get shut down soon. There'll be another one because after this lawsuit, Sony's funds are going to be low, super low. Let's give a shout out to Marathon for holding on to 50,000 players right now. That's not going to last long. 50,000 players. That's still a lot. It's still pretty good. Well, it's not great, but I mean, for Marathon, this is great. 50,000 players, still holding on to 50,000 players, and that's on Steam. I don't think there's a large number of Xbox fans don't care about Marathon, so it's probably stronger on PlayStation 5 and Steam right now. I don't really know. We'll see how this goes, but I know one thing: as these games keep dropping, more and more people coming out for Marathon. Marathon just isn't looking good. Then what happens? What are you gonna say then? I don't know, but I mean, I don't know, man. I just know that the future's bright. Gaming is going to excel to a new height. I'm gonna learn how to buy and implement some Steam games that I've never known to exist. I've never experienced them. I'm gonna have all of my gaming library is gonna be with me. This is gonna be insane. Y'all chat pad, this is gonna be insane. We'll have access to emulators. It's gonna be insane. I don't when I get this next Helix, I gotta leave donkeys behind. Donkeys gonna be left behind, man. I can't even ain't them. It's just they're behind. Won't be nothing to talk. This shit be strong. Helix talks. All the next Xbox name. We're gonna be, man. Can you imagine the excitement? Can you imagine the shows? Can you imagine what we're gonna be talking about? It's gonna be insane. Lots of fun. Friends, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Tranidor Xbox. That's TRANIDOR Xbox. Or you can find me right here with my homie on DiRRec Gaming.
This goes to Mike Johnson. You can find me on Xbox. My gamer tag is the new legal. You can also find me right here on DiRRec Games. But we keep it 100% truth over feelings. Y'all know my slogans, man. It's truth over feelings. It's big bank takes little bank. Yo, it's all of this stuff. We come here to do one thing and one thing only, y'all. We only got one job to do. And that's to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us game. If you're an Xbox fan, you came to the right place. If you're a real fan, you came to the right place. Make yourself at home. Double salute to everybody new that came in here to show support. Double, triple, quadruple salute to the mighty chat pat in the building. I want to give us to all our members out here that are putting in major support for the channel. We can't thank y'all enough. We are here, people. We ain't going nowhere. Our mission is to always keep a wrench in the matrix. When stupid stuff like this comes, we love to grab the mic. We love to talk about gaming, and that's our passion. I go by the new legal. Listen, we don't want to be around no Xbox community that's tucking their chain in. Don't be walking around us, man, and you scared to be an Xbox fan, or you ashamed of being an Xbox fan. Nah, stay away from us, bro. This place ain't for you. This ain't for you. You tucking your chain. Nah, man. Don't let nobody intimidate you. Keep your chain out there. And don't let nobody ever in life take your extra man. Because everybody, and I mean everybody, deserves a second chance in life. Period. On that note, we bring the streets and the street. Listen, man, it's all about gaming, and keep it gaming. Close your mind and get things personal out here. It's not about getting personal. It's all about gaming. With that, people, with that, we're getting it out of here. This is the new legal ways. Represent DiRRec Gaming. And until next time, y'all know how this is gonna go.
Peace.